Hey, John, thank you very much. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the University of Minnesota. As Jerry Grosskreutz just mentioned, 70 years of tradition. Absolutely amazing, and it's thrilled to be a part of it here with the continuing coverage of the State High School Boys Basketball Tournament on KDHL AM 920. This is Roy Koenig. Thanks to John back at the KDHL studios. 70 years of covering the State High School Boys Basketball Tournament. This is the 106th State Boys Basketball Tournament. And when it comes to tradition and history, why not kick it off on our coverage with DeLaSalle, who has been here at the state tournament 23 times since being a member of the Minnesota State High School League, and many, many more opportunities to win state championships when you count their time in the Catholic school and independent school tournaments. Overall, DeLaSalle has won 23 state championships, 11 of those as members of the Minnesota State High School League, including an unprecedented 6 in a row coming into this winter, going for what would obviously be an unprecedented 7th in a row. The Hermantown Hawks are their opponent for this opening game of the State 3A Boys Basketball Tournament. Hermantown is at state for only the second time. They are a fairly high-scoring team, but DeLaSalle is the highest-scoring team in Class 3A basketball. Today's coverage is brought to you by H&R Block of Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville, by the Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp, St. Peter, Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault, by Matt Mehring Auction Service of Kenyon, Cashwise Foods of Owatonna, Cannon Valley Water, part of Water Systems of Minnesota, Taji Jewelry of Kenyon, Pine Island Lumber, and the Goodhue County ADA, American Dairy Association. Let's take a 2-minute break, come back for the starting lineups and the opening tap of this first game of the Class 3A Boys Basketball Tournament here from Williams Arena. Defending champion DeLaSalle to play Hermantown. Our coverage continues in 2 minutes on KDHL.
All right, America. H&R Block has some good news. For a limited time only, you could get a refund advance loan of up to $3,000 the same day you file at Block. That's right. Ours today. No interest. Told you it was good news. To learn more or find participating locations near you, visit hrblock.com. Get your taxes won. Optional tax refund related loan from BofI Federal Bank. Not your tax refund. $500, $750, $1,250, or $3,000 loans offered. Approval and loan amount based on expected refund and other conditions. Funds loaded on prepaid card. Tax returns may be e-filed without applying for this loan. Fees for other products or features may apply.
The Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp is designed to help each player from the highly skilled to beginners. This camp is for all age groups, boys and girls. The ultimate goal of the camp is to develop well-rounded basketball players, emphasizing discipline, floor presence, and team concepts. Each player will receive individual attention designed to help correct and improve areas of weakness and inexperience. Resident and day camperships are available. While this camp teaches fundamentals of basketball, kids also receive quality time used to discuss leadership, motivation, and positive living. Online registration is preferred at GustyBasketballCamp.com. Enrollment limited, filling fast. So go to GustyBasketball.com and register.
You check things all the time, like your email every 10 seconds or your ex's Instagram. But what about checking something as important as your credit? Well, Discover makes it quick, easy, and best of all, free. Discover is now offering FICO credit scores to everyone for free, even if you're not a customer. And checking your score won't hurt your credit. We call it the Discover Credit Scorecard. And once you know your score, you should check to see if your current credit card is the best fit for you. Check your credit, compare your card. Go to discover.com/credit scorecard. Limitations apply.
Geico presents eyewitness interviews with inanimate objects.
This is Brian Bruno live on the scene of a recently flooded basement, here to describe the event, a tube sock.
So I'm curled up in a cozy pile of whites when the washing machine suddenly starts shimmying and shaking. Next thing I know, we're standing in 4 inches of water.
Did you help clean up?
Sure, but I'm just one sock.
A tube sock can't help you with a flooded basement, but the Geico Insurance Agency can help you get covered for personal property damage. Call Geico to see how affordable homeowners insurance can be.
We're about to get the introduction of the players for today's game. Here, this opening game of the Class 3A Boys Basketball Tournament. A great lineup of games on the radio today and, of course, online, KDHLradio.com. There's even a Power96Radio.com game today. Download the KDHL app, the Power 96 app, in order to listen to these games wherever you may be. Hermantown and DeLaSalle coming up in just moments. We'll hear one of the bands, as both DeLaSalle and Hermantown have their bands here with the national anthem in just a couple of minutes. Our second game today, I'll turn things over to Gordy Kosfeld at Target Center in downtown Minneapolis for number 4 seed Eden Prairie against number 5 Osseo in the 4A tournament. I'll rejoin you at about 2 o'clock this afternoon for Big 9 Conference co-champion Austin as they play Sauk Rapids Rice. Back down to downtown Minneapolis for the Lakeville North Maple Grove battle. That'll be a Power 96 broadcast slated for a 5 o'clock opening tap. And then the final game of the day would be with Gordy again at Target Center and Esco versus St. Cloud Cathedral in the AA quarterfinals. So we're bringing you coverage of triple, 4A, and AA here on this opening day. Tomorrow is the first day of single A basketball, and we'll bring you a couple of those games before shifting to semifinals in the big school division. So a lot of fun over these next 4 days that's coming up. The State High School Boys Basketball Tournament coverage on KDHL for an amazing 70th year. How about our starting lineups? They are being brought to you by Mehring Auction Company in Kenya. Nobody does farm or real estate auctions better. When you are thinking of having a farm or real estate auction, start by contacting Mehring Auction Company. MehringAuction.com. Let me get that right. MehringAuction.com. So Hermantown comes in with a record of 14-15. I want to double check that and let that sink in for a moment. They're 14-15. They lost their first 6 games of the season, 7 out of their first 8, but rallied late in the season, and they are on a 6-game winning streak. Hermantown has a big task in front of them, though, to try to knock off number 1 rated DeLaSalle. For the Hermantown Hawks, at a guard is a 6-foot senior, number 3, Noah Sumas. At a guard is a 5'10 sophomore, number 11, Peter Sumas. At a guard is a 6'2 senior, number 13, David Berkland. At a guard is a 6-foot junior, number 35, Alex Bjorlin. And at forward, a 6'6 junior, number 5, Connor Bish. The Hermantown Hawks are coached by Andy Fensky. He's in his 2nd season, a graduate of Marshall High School. He actually began coaching while he was a student at Gustavus and was recently the coach at Princeton, helping lead their girls to the state tournament in 2015. Coincidentally, that's the last time the Hermantown boys were at state, 2015. Fensky was not the Hermantown coach at that point in time. This is a team that has battled injury this season. Hermantown, which certainly could go a long way to explain a sub-500 record going into this state tournament game. For the DeLaSalle Islanders, starting lineup, it's an impressive crew. Many of these guys were there to hoist the championship trophy a year ago. A 6'2 junior, number 10, Terrell Terry. A 6'4 senior guard, number 11, Gabe Kalsher, a Gopher recruit and a Gopher signee, in fact. Sage Booker is a 6'1 senior guard, wears the number 12. At a guard, a 6' senior, number 30, Raekwon Moore. And at a forward, a 6'7 junior, number 23, Jamison Battle. For the Islanders, they have had a change in coach as Travis Bledsoe, a 2005 alumnus, steps into the big shoes of former coach Thorson and looks to extend this amazing streak of state championships. Certainly a talented roster, as I just indicated. Many of those players were part of last season's state championship team. Kalsher has been on quite a run lately. He's averaging, I think, 30 points a game over their last 6 games and averaging about 22 points a game overall on the season. And he will be a Gopher. Sage Booker is going to be a football player at, I think it's Bemidji State. Raekwon Moore, Terrell Terry receiving offers from Stanford, Baylor, Butler, Nebraska, Iowa, and others. And Jamison Battle as the rounding out that starting crew now for our national anthem.
What's so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam.
Fabulous job on the national anthem. Yes, the bands are here, but they go with a live version of the national anthem that just blows the crowd away. Fantastic job, and what a way to lead into another season, another state tournament coverage. KDHL, AM 920, Faribault, Minnesota. This is Roy Koenig from Williams Arena. John Anderson back at the KDHL studios, and we'll be hearing from Gordy Kosfeld on Game 2 of the baseline coverage of the State High School Boys Basketball Tournament. Game 2 will be Eden Prairie versus Osseo, slated for a noon start. DeLaSalle is in the black uniforms, white numbers, gold trim. Islanders across the back, DeLaSalle across the front. The Hawks of Hermantown are wearing white with dark blue numbers, gold trim. The Hawks will grab the opening tap, and Birkland, a high-scoring player, 18 points per game, goes to work. Moving in against a tight man-for-man defense by DeLaSalle. We are underway. Trying to thread a pass back to Birkland was Sumas, but that wasn't going to go. Instead, they find a man open for a three from the left wing, and that's Birkland on the three. This is a team that is not afraid to shoot the three. 231 threes, now 232. Quick shot at the other end, misses. And the Hawks grab the rebound, take it into the front court, leading 3-0. We are just underway with this AAA quarterfinal game. DeLaSalle 24-4. Hermantown 14-15. Hawks driving, shifting his way through the air was Peter Sumas. Does a nice job of moving around. And then on the inbound, DeLaSalle made an error on the baseline, and they're going to turn the ball over to the Hawks. Nice job by Sumas. He's a 12-point per game player, just a sophomore. So a 5-0 lead for the Hawks, and they get the basketball. They're attacking the basket to my left and more or less right below me from my vantage point here along the front row of the loft at the barn. There's a pass tipped away, stolen. Gabe Kalsher for the layup. We look forward to him doing that a lot here at the barn. The future Gopher gets the Islanders on the board. At the other end, three-pointer is up and good. Again, not afraid to shoot the three. The leading three-point shooter is Connor Bish. And Sage Booker answers at the other end with a quick basket. Up-tempo is certainly the way DeLaSalle likes to play. They average about 80 points a game. Right now it is 8-4 Hermantown on the Garlics Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. Three-pointer raining in from the right wing. Missed, rebounded by Kalsher. 5 rebounds to go with his 22 points per game and 3 assists. He has averaged 30 points per game during the recent stretch. Log on to garlicswater.com and get a no-hassle, no-obligation quote or water analysis. So for the first time, DeLaSalle actually takes a few seconds to run some offense as opposed to fast break. Tyrell Terry on the three, and it is 8-7 Hermantown. Hawks lead 2 minutes in. Our stats a service of H&R Block, Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. And a travel call. Good defense by Jamison Battle, the 6'7" junior, in the face of the player for Hermantown, and he ends up moving with the ball. Coach Bledsoe, an 05 grad of DeLaSalle, first year as a head coach, coming to DeLaSalle after 3 years at Centennial High School. DeLaSalle on the attack right now, down by 1, 8-7, three-pointer up and just short. Rebound, offensive rebound, and stepping out of bounds after getting that rebound was Sage Booker. Turnovers here a couple of times already for DeLaSalle. A couple of turnovers on Hermantown as well. Almost 3 minutes in, 8-7 Hermantown with the lead. Handed off to Sumas, one of the two Sumases. There's Noah and there's Peter. Hawks, only second time ever at the State Boys Basketball Tournament. Bish, nice pass, entry pass, missing right underneath was Sumas, and flying by for the rebound was Tyrell Terry. Averages 5 rebounds a game. He'll take it to the other end of the floor. Pull-up jumper right in the lane. DeLaSalle has its first lead at 9-8. Hermantown hit a couple of early threes to grab a quick lead. We're just over 3 minutes in. The Islanders have their first lead of the game. Pull up, baseline jumper, kicks out off the heel, rebounded by Kalsher. He'll race it ahead to the basket. Wait, no basket. A foul. He is fouled on the floor. Mr. Basketball finalist, future Gopher, at 38 points in the section final game. We've got a sub into the game. Want to say thanks to our substitution sponsor, Cashwise Foods in Owatonna, where you get more than just a sub at the deli. Subs to chicken, even pizza. They cater to Cashwise Foods Owatonna. A shot that missed. The sub, by the way, for DeLaSalle, new into the game, is Christian Dixon, a 6'3 senior. It's your Cashwise Foods sub. Almost 4 minutes in, 9-8 DeLaSalle with the lead. Hermantown, nice ball movement. Little jump shot good from the left wing. That's up and good for Bish. Connor Bish, 14 points per game. He's a junior. 10-9. Hermantown has the lead 4 minutes in. 4 minutes into the game. Step back, long jump shot misses. Nice rebound by Bjorlin for Hermantown. The Hawks have that defensive board surrounded. And then a little behind the back dribble by Sumas. Looks for someone to give the ball to. Gets it to Peter Sumas. 10-9 Hermantown with the lead. A three-point shot misses. Bounce off the backboard. Offensive rebound up and good. And drew the foul as well. And that will be Noah Sumas on the basket. And he got fouled, so he'll go to the free throw line. A chance for Hermantown to extend the lead. Foul on the Islanders. Tyrell Terry is first. Terry being courted by Stanford, Baylor, Butler, Nebraska, and Iowa to play basketball. At the free throw line is Sumas, 65% free throw shooter, drills it. That's our first free throw of the game on the Garlic's Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. 13-9, Hermantown leading DeLaSalle about 4.5 minutes into the first half. Raekwon Moore passes it to the right, drop pass into the right corner to Dixon. Dixon to Kalsher. Kalsher, left-hand drive, penetrates and scores on the layup. Kalsher has 4, averages 22 points per game. And now with the basketball is Sumas on the left side. Dribbles out toward the top of the key, passes left corner, three-pointer, misses. The player hit the deck, no foul whistled, missed the shot, rebounded by Dixon. Dixon into the front court to Julian Wright, a junior, in off the bench for DeLaSalle. Inside to Kalsher. Passes to the open man in the corner. Fires a pass back low post, and it's nicely set up there and in by Raekwon Moore, the senior guard who averages 7 points a game and is probably going to end up playing Division III college basketball. Raekwon Moore. And we've got a whistle and a 5-second violation. Good defense by DeLaSalle forces a Hermantown turnover. Later on at the conclusion of the game, I'll have the Taji Jewelry player or players of the game. Taji Jewelry in Kenyon has a terrific selection of diamonds. Just waiting for a home. You don't want just any diamond. You want a Taji Jewelry diamond. DeLaSalle on this little run has pulled things even at 13 points apiece on that Garlic's Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. 13-13. Moore and Kalsher with baskets. Kalsher, a little fade away on the baseline. Overshot everything. Rebounded on the weak side by David Bjorklund. Bjorklund is a player who come into today's game is just a few points shy of 1,000 in his career. He has a three-pointer in this game. There's a pass, travel call. Again, good defense by DeLaSalle. And that forces another turnover on the part of Hermantown. That's at least 4 on the Hawks. 13-13 is the score. 12 minutes to go in the first half. Hermantown 5 for 10. DeLaSalle 6 for 11. H&R Block. They know taxes. H&R Block, Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville presenting the stats of the game. Little head fake by Dixon. Drive, layup, off glass, good. Just such speed for the Islanders when they commit a player and sprint by, and Dixon takes that right to the rack. banks it in for the 2. He averages 9 points a game. DeLaSalle leading 15-13 with 11:10 to go in the first half. Steele, quick outlet, lead pass ahead, fumbled but picked up, and a layup is good. At the other end, that'll be Julian Wright. 6 separate players have scored for DeLaSalle. Islanders lead it 17-13. We've got a quick timeout on the floor, and with a 4-point DeLaSalle lead, back in 30 seconds on KDHL.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A Kinetico water system. We have a wide range of Kinetico water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
I don't know that we'll have much milking of the clock in this game, but we thank the dairy producers in the area. The Goodhue County ADA reminds you to unleash dairy's potential with the power of protein. Goodhue County ADA. A couple of teams that like to score points. DeLaSalle, the highest scoring AAA team in the state at 79.6 points per game. And Hermantown averages about 70 points a game. They've got 5 players, double-digit scoring. A little bit of confusion as to which 5 players are on the floor for DeLaSalle, but that correction is made before play resumes. They've got the right 5 out there. Tyrell Terry checks back into the game for the Islanders. They're the defending state champions, 6-time defending state champions. Number 1 seed, number 1 ranked all season long. 3-piece suit, by the way, on the part of Coach Andy Fensky. Takes off the jacket, still has the vest and bow tie. A little bit more of a relaxed look on the part of Coach Bledsoe for the Islanders. Ball tipped out of bounds by DeLaSalle. It remains Hermantown ball. 10:47 to go in the first half. That will then roll us into the Pine Island Lumber halftime report. Look forward to bringing that to you and a run-through on what the 3A tournament shapes up like here at the 106th State Boys Basketball Tournament. Nice little duck under move by Sumas. 5 points for Noah Sumas, a senior who averages 10 a game. 17-15 DeLaSalle, 10.5 to go in the first half. Terrell Terry checking back into the game a couple of minutes ago. Substitution. There's no substitute for the great quality you'll find at Cash Wise Foods of Owatonna. Had a foul on the play against Hermantown. Noah Sumas, his first, team's second. This will be an inbound play for the Islanders. They're dressed in black. Hermantown in the white. The Hawks. Only the second time they've ever been to the State Boys Basketball Tournament, though the fans certainly know the way here to the Twin Cities with all the hockey success. Slam dunk, entry pass, and Malik Levine will slam that down. Slam dunk, 19-15 DeLaSalle. Levine averages 4 points, 3 rebounds a game. He's a 6'8 junior center off the bench. Now 7 players have scored. Turnaround, nice little fade away in the lane for Birkland as he closes in on 1,000 in his career. By the way, David Birkland, a 6'2 senior guard for the Hermantown Hawks. He was a member of the 2015 team that was here at the state tournament. In close was Lamine. His shot rattled off the rim and off. 19-17. DeLaSalle leads 19-17 over Hermantown. Hawks go inside to Sumas at the other end. He's trying to back down Terry. Gets a little bit of freedom. Missed his shot. Knocked into the corner. Saved by a Hawk who races off the raised floor and saved it right into the hands of an Islander. They're now 5-on-4 at the other end. 3-pointer from the left wing is good for Tyrell Terry. He's got 8 points on the Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. It's 22-17 DeLaSalle, just under 9 minutes to play in the first half. You'll love a Kinetico water softener from Garlic's. Got a foul and 2 shots for Hermantown. Foul on DeLaSalle. 8:48 to go in the first half, 22-17 DeLaSalle. And the foul is on Terry, his second, team second. At the line is this Bauman, I believe? Kevin Bauman hits the first free throw. Only about a 50% free throw shooter, but Bauman is one of those guys coming off the bench who averages double digits per game. Keeping in mind that this team did battle some injuries early on, so they did end up getting a lot of players the opportunity to play, and it has benefited them in the long run of making it here to the state tournament. Hermantown for only the second time. Second free throw missed, and it's 22-18. DeLaSalle with the ball, up by 4, 8:35 to go in the first half. On the dribble is Battle. Looks inside for Kalsher. Fakes one way, then the other, then passes into the left corner. Man open there for a three. In and out. Swatted out by Levine, but right into the hands of a Hawk. Coming ahead with the ball on the dribble is Peter Sumis. Sumis passes it to Bauman. Bauman penetrates, missed his shot, rebounded by Kalsher. And we get a whistle behind the play. A couple of Islanders getting set to come into the game. We thank Cashwise Foods of Owatonna coming on board. State tournament basketball coverage. The subs of the game. Cashwise Foods Owatonna, the home of Taste of Easter. Friday and Saturday. This Friday and Saturday. Stop at Cashwise Foods Owatonna for their Taste of Easter. The lineup now includes Dixon back on the floor for the Islanders. Raekwon Moore is in the game. Booker has the ball on the right side. He'll give it to Moore. Kalsher remains on the floor for DeLaSalle. 8 minutes to go first half. Islanders up 22-18. Close game here in this quarterfinal. Kalsher from range. Missed it. Nice offensive rebound, though, for Dixon. Back up and in for Dixon as he goes up the lane and through the foul. Dixon with a chance at a three-point play. And the foul is on Bish, Connor Bish. It is his second and the team's fourth. Only 2 fouls have been whistled against DeLaSalle. 4 on Hermantown, 7:50 to go in the first half. And then the Pine Island Lumber halftime report. Three-point play is a success as the free throw is good for Dixon. Islanders are a 75% free throw shooting team. 25-18. DeLaSalle with the lead. 7:35 to go in the first half. Hawks have come to play, though, and are sticking in this game. Now, granted, a pretty important possession or two coming up here because should they miss, the Islanders would have the chance of going up by double figures. 25-18. Thought about a three, thought better of it in the case of Caden Kuza out of the left corner. Kuza he shoots the occasional three. This is a team that shoots a lot of threes, though, and they hit him early. Dribbling in, and a 5-second violation. That's at least the second 5-second call against Hermantown, resulting in a turnover. Bauman checks back into the game for the Hawks. He'll replace Bjorlund. No substitute for the quality you'll find at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. 7:05 remaining first half, 25-18 DeLaSalle. AAA basketball, quarterfinal action. Kalsher swings it over the left side. Battle drives, floats, shoots, and misses. And I think we're going to have an over-the-back call against DeLaSalle. He was right there and just missed the shot from in close. DeLaSalle called on the foul. That'll be the third as a team. Dixon whistled on the infraction. Remember to get that KDHL app downloaded. Then you can listen to these state tournament games and all those state championship games on Saturday right from your phone wherever you are. Download the KDHL app. Get the Power 96 app while you're at it. Moving in on the left side, no shot there. A three-pointer is up and off. Rebound DeLaSalle. Having trouble getting the ball inside certainly are the Hawks. They got a couple of baskets that way early. Threading through the defense for a quick two is Sage Booker. He's got 4, averages 7 a game. DeLaSalle goes for a steal. Dixon, though, ran out of fair territory, if you will, as he went flying out of bounds trying to steal that pass. Our stats of the game, a service of H&R Block, Lakeville, Faribault, and Owatonna. Get your maximum refund guaranteed. Get a double dribble whistle against Hermantown. Hawks are up to 7 turnovers in the game. Their shooting percentage is still very good, 7 for 15 for 47%, but that's on the way down, where DeLaSalle right now is 12 for 21, 57% shooting. And Hermantown may have had the lead early, but DeLaSalle has stormed out in front now, 27-18 with 6:10 to go. There's a steal the other way by Sumas, and he'll go in by himself for the basket. So there's a steal layup. Pulls Hermantown within 27-20 on the Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard with under 6 to play in the first half. Jumper from the free throw line, and Jamison Battle is on the board. That's 8 Islanders that have at least one basket. 29-20, DeLaSalle pass, cutting in, flipping it, no look over his head for a pass. Caught, shot missed by Sumas, rebounded by the Islanders. Fast break the other way, missing the slam dunk. Battle, and then a defensive rebound. Ball fired ahead into the hands of Birkeland. Very fast tempo to this game, 29-20. Hermantown knows they need to, though, if they're going to keep up with DeLaSalle. Very aggressive DeLaSalle defense. Three-pointer missed. Hermantown hit a few of these early, but they've had a little trouble on the three lately. I know they hit at least their first two. Since then, they're probably about 0 for 6. Turnaround jumper in the lane is good at the other end for Kalsher. He's got 6 points. Yeah, I want to say they hit their first 2 3-pointers and now have missed about 5 or 6 in a row. DeLaSalle is up double digits for the first time. Here's a steal and a 3-on-1 plus an injured Hawk. Pass back. Layup misses. Rebounded by Hermantown. The injured Hawk is back up on his feet. Hermantown has a 4-on-2. Pass into the right corner. 3-pointer away and good. Sumas on the 3. Timeout taken by Hermantown. On the Garlick's Water Conditioning scoreboard, it is 31-23. DeLaSalle, 4:29 to go in the first half. Back in 60 seconds on KDHL.
You don't want to miss a Saturday morning clean farm retirement auction for Rod and Ron Stone in rural Claremont. Matt Maring's call begins at 9:30 Saturday morning at 10081 670th Street. This auction features John Deere equipment, tractors, and a combine, a 9610, also a John Deere 7200 planter, Case XT60 skid loader, very clean twin screw farm grain trucks. If you can't be there, bid online at maringauction.com.
I learned at an early age that teamwork is essential in our everyday lives. Hi, Brian Elwer, store director at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. From my early days in youth sports, right up to playing varsity basketball for the Austin Packers, being part of the team, regardless if it's sports, work, or even everyday life, brings us a sense of accomplishment. The team at Cashwise Foods Owatonna would like to congratulate all participating teams in this year's boys state basketball tournament and wish them all the best of luck. Cashwise Foods is Owatonna's low price leader.
6-time defending state champion DeLaSalle leading 31-23 over Hermantown. In just a little while, we'll be in downtown Minneapolis. Gordy Kosfeld will have Eden Prairie versus Osseo at noon. I'm back here at the barn for Austin Sauk Rapids Rice at 2. Then at 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock on Power 96 is Lakeville North versus Maple Grove. And the wrap-up of the day is Esco and St. Cloud Cathedral in a double-A quarterfinal at 8 o'clock from Target Center. A full day of basketball, followed by 3 more full days of basketball. Nice battling inside for Levine. He'll get in close. He'll bank it up and in. 10-point lead for DeLaSalle. 33-23 with 4 minutes to go in the first half. And then Levine puts pressure on the ball handler at the other end of the floor. That's Everett in off the bench. Thomas in off the bench for a Hermantown team that goes pretty deep. They need some baskets if they're going to keep up with DeLaSalle. Things are stretched out a little bit back toward the timeline by Thomas. Right-hand dribble right in front of the DeLaSalle coach, directing his team's defense in front of him. Handed off to Sumas on the right side. Sumas, pass to the cutting. Sumas, and there was a foul in there just as DeLaSalle was about to steal the ball. There is a foul on the Islanders. Raquan Moore. It is his first. At the half, Pine Island Lumber halftime report. Place to go is Pine Island Lumber to complete any building project when you want quality materials, which, of course, why wouldn't you? Pine Island Lumber. Inbound pass tipped away, turnover, fast break, handed off, big collision, basket good by Moore. The big collision was after the ball had been passed off, an Islander and a Hawk collided and went down underneath the hoop. 35-23, DeLaSalle with 3:10 to go in the first half. Hermantown came out strong, but now find themselves down a dozen. Quick movement, ball movement by the Hawks. And anytime they're trying to line up for a shot, a player's in their face, although the three is good. Connor Bish, he is their top three-point shooter. 66 out of 157 on the season. 9-point differential with 2:50 to go in the first half. 2-point jumper, top of the lane by Kalsher. He's got 8 points. And it's 37-26 DeLaSalle, 2:40 to go in the first half. Left-hand dribble, spin move by Sumas. Hands the ball off to Bish. Bish gets in a little trouble. Loops it out to Sumas on the left wing, now into the hands of Thomas. Hawks attacking the basket to my left, wearing the white uniforms. And DeLaSalle, there's a steal. Going the other way with the ball is Booker, and he's going to lay it up. Booker on the steal layup combo. He's got 6. He averages 7 a game. Sage Booker, the senior, who will be a football player at Bemidji State after being a 4-year player on the Islanders varsity. Ball swatted away by Moore, but the Hawks retain possession. Under 2 minutes to play first half, 39-26, DeLaSalle. Hermantown had the early lead, but DeLaSalle up by double digits. They forced what looked like was going to be a turnover. Instead, it might be a foul on Gabe Kalsher. Kalsher has got some impressive numbers. 22 points a game, 61% field goal shooting, 39% from 3 range, 79% on free throws, 5 rebounds, nearly 3 assists, 2 steals per game. New into the game is Ben Jackson, a 6'1 senior guard for DeLaSalle. There's no substitute for the quality you'll find at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. You'll find more than just subs in the deli, from chicken to even pizza, and they'll cater. Cashwise Foods Owatonna. 39-26 DeLaSalle, minute 40 to go in the first half. Hawks with the basketball. Hermantown, baseline move, flying through the air, toss into the left corner to Sumas. Dribbles out, has a man in his face, and that was Julian Wright. Wright is screened off of him as they try and free him up. Didn't work out for a pass, though. No way to look for the passing lane by Noah Sumas, and then it is lost out of bounds by the Hawks. This will be another turnover, and ball back to the Islanders once again. Minute 20 remaining in the first half, 39-26. 50% shooting for Hermantown sounds good until you look at 62% for DeLaSalle, plus that turnover number of 11 for Hermantown, just 3 for DeLaSalle. So many more shots. They have nearly 50% more shots in the first half as baseline move by Battle banks it in for the points. 15-point advantage as we hit 1 minute remaining in the first half, 41-26 DeLaSalle. So you look at all those turnovers, and DeLaSalle just has had many more opportunities to score. Basket good by Sumas. He was hit and hit the deck, and he was calling for a foul on his shot. It didn't come. He made the basket. At the other end, Gabe Kalsher does draw a foul on his basket, 43-28, and he's going to go to the free throw line. And it's the third foul on Connor Bish as well for Hermantown. Rebounding is fairly even, but the turnover number is big, and the success shooting the basketball is tremendous for DeLaSalle. Free throw good. 3-point play complete by Kalsher. 48 seconds to go in the first half, 44-28. A water filtration system from Garlic's can help with problem water. Get the details at garlicswater.com. 44-28 on the Garlic's Water Conditioning scoreboard. 40 seconds to go first half. 6-time defending champ DeLaSalle is up. There's another turnover on Hermantown. That's at least a dozen now on the Hawks. Hermantown came in here on a 6-game winning streak. They come out of the Lake Superior Conference. Ended up finishing in 4th place, make it 5th place in the Lake Superior Conference. Duluth-Denfeld was the winner up there. Tri-Metro Conference was won by DeLaSalle. Islanders with the basketball right now. 20 seconds to go in the first half. They're up by a 44-28 count. Pass goes into the hands of Battle, holds it outside the arc. He'll deal it to Moore. And now with the basketball, Kalsher. They certainly are guarding Kalsher close. And he's going to get fouled on his shot. This will be on Noah Sumas. Sumas was the one shadowing Kalsher on that set. And Kalsher will go to the free throw line, about an 80% free throw shooter. This will be foul number 2, I believe, on Sumas. Just 3.2 seconds to go in the first half. DeLaSalle took their first lead at 9-8. So Hermantown hit a couple of early shots and had a lead out of the gate. But most of this first half has been DeLaSalle. Free throw is good. Kalsher, 2 of 2 from the free throw line. That was the 6th foul on Hermantown, but for the Hawks, Bish picked up his 3rd foul here in this first half. And second free throw by Kalsher hardly moves the net. 46-28 with 3.2 seconds to go in the first half. Full court pressure by DeLaSalle as Hermantown looks to get the ball into play. Hermantown got it in. A shot from two-thirds court. Looked to be online. Was just a little bit off. So the shot from two-thirds court didn't go. 46-28. DeLaSalle pulls into halftime with a comfortable lead, forcing a number of turnovers. And we'll certainly review those statistics and turnover numbers presented by H&R Block of Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville as we get into the Pine Island Lumber halftime report. When it's time to complete any building project, you want quality materials, and the place to go is Pine Island Lumber. With the 6-time defending champions leading 46-28 over Hermantown, DeLaSalle in front. And we'll get into that halftime report in 2 minutes on AM 920 KDHL.
Water is the essential for all life. Water Systems Company Cannon Valley Water serves southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin with the best water. Your choice of Candy Ojai purified water or Chippewa 100% spring water. Hot and cold coolers also available. Salt delivery provided for businesses or homes. The hot tap is awesome for hot chocolate teas or soups. Phone toll free 888-452-0355. Dundas office is 645-8295.
Make it personal. Make it Taji Jewelry.
Awards by Taji and Kenyon can assist you in recognizing someone with plaques or trophies in a variety of styles and price ranges. Say thanks to a dedicated employee. Reward a son or daughter's accomplishments. Whatever the occasion, Taji Jewelry and Kenyon has the experience to assist in choosing the appropriate award. Teams throughout the area have used Awards by Taji because they know the service is unmatched and the price is right.
Pine Island Lumber appreciates the accomplishments of the high school athletes throughout the area. They know the hard work it takes. They can also relate to projects you may need to get completed around your home or farm. That's why the full-service lumberyard provides only quality building materials like Anderson Windows and Doors, a Minnesota company you can trust. Anderson Windows and Doors are made to order, one at a time to your exact specifications. Anderson has high-performance, energy-efficient products. Pine Island Lumber is also known for their personal service, with delivery and drafting and design services to assist in making your project click every step of the way. Make Pine Island Lumber your lumberyard.
Now is the perfect time for children to spruce up their eating habits by making more healthful choices at home and school. Consuming at least 3 servings of milk, cheese, and yogurt each day is a deliciously easy way to help kids maintain strong, healthy bones, muscles, and teeth. Dairy foods contain 3 of 5 nutrients that children don't get enough of: calcium, potassium, and magnesium. Learn more at DairyMakesSense.com. Your local dairy farmers encourage you to enjoy nutritious, delicious dairy products. This message was brought to you by the Goodhue American Dairy Association.
We're at halftime on the Pine Island Lumber halftime report with DeLaSalle leading 46-28 over Hermantown in this first Class 3A state tournament game. The winner of this game will play the winner of the next game, which is St. Thomas Academy and Columbia Heights. The 5-4 game should be very entertaining. The 2 winners will meet tomorrow at noon at Target Center. Talk more about the brackets in a couple of minutes. How about a few stats? First half stats. DeLaSalle 20 for 31 from the floor, 2 for 5 on free throws. On three-pointers. They're 4 for 4 on free throws. 20 for 31. They've forced 12 turnovers and have taken 10 more shots than Hermantown. 20 out of 31 overall, 13 points for Kalsher, 8 for Terry, 6 for Booker. And then several other players, Wright, Battle, Dixon, Moore, and Lamine have all scored points. A very balanced team and high-scoring team for DeLaSalle. For Hermantown, they're shooting 11 for 21. Well, 50% is fine, but only 21 shots is troublesome, and 12 turnovers has also been tough for the Hawks, who did start out with a quick 8-2 lead, but have trailed most of the first half. 4 for 8 on three-pointers in the case of Hermantown. 9 points for Noah Sumas to lead the way. 8 points for Connor Bish. He's also in a bit of foul trouble with 3 fouls in the first half. And 12-3 turnovers. Hermantown 12-3 more turnovers than DeLaSalle. Rebounding numbers, that was pretty even. 12-10 in favor of DeLaSalle. Big thanks to the High School League for those statistics, and as well to H&R Block. Owatonna, Faribault, and Lakeville. No computer program can possibly come up with every tax question. Let's take another 2-minute break and take a look at the AAA bracket and today's broadcast schedule here on KDHL and Power 96. We're at the half with DeLaSalle leading Hermantown on the Pine Island Lumber halftime report. DeLaSalle 46, Hermantown 28. Back with more from the barn in 2 minutes on KDHL.
Walgreens has good news for anyone managing diabetes. We've got your back. That's right. Walgreens pharmacists are here to consult with you in person and answer any questions you may have about new and existing medications. You can even get free advice from our trusted experts day and night at Walgreens.com or the mobile app. Walgreens has all major brands of diabetes testing supplies like Accu-Check and Walgreens Trimetrix. That's not just good news, it's great news. Stop by and talk to your Walgreens pharmacist today. Walgreens, trusted since 1901.
Howdy, folks. Colonel Sanders here, and boy, do I have a deal for you. The deal with this deal is that you get both a breast and a whole wing when you choose my new 100% white meat KFC $5 fill-up deal. You also get dealt mashed potatoes and gravy, a biscuit, a cookie, and a drink with this here deal. I can't keep dealing this deal forever, though, so you have to go to KFC soon to get the 2-piece all-white meat $5 fill-up, because it's only available for a limited time. Deal? Deal. KFC, it's finger-licking good. Tax extra. Prices may vary. Sides may vary by location. Extra charge for breast piece and side substitution may apply.
All right, America. H&R Block has some good news. For a limited time only, you could get a refund advance loan of up to $3,000 the same day you file at Block. That's right. You could get up to $3,000 today. No interest. Told you it was good news. To learn more or find participating locations near you, visit hrblock.com. Get your taxes won. Optional tax refund related loan from B of I Federal Bank. Not your tax refund. $500, $750, $1,250, or $3,000 loans offered. Approval and loan amount based on expected refund and other conditions. Funds loaded on prepaid card. Tax returns may be e-filed without applying for this loan. Fees for other products or features may apply.
The Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp is designed to help each player from the highly skilled to beginners. This camp is for all age groups, boys and girls. The ultimate goal of the camp is to develop well-rounded basketball players emphasizing discipline, floor presence, and team concepts. Each player will receive individual attention designed to help correct and improve areas of weakness and inexperience. Resident and day camperships are available. While this camp teaches fundamentals of basketball, kids also receive quality time used to discuss leadership, motivation, and positive living. Online registration is preferred at GustyBasketballCamp.com. Enrollment limited, filling fast. So go to GustyBasketball.com and register.
Second half closing in 46-28. 46-28. DeLaSalle with the lead. KDHL with 70th year of coverage of the State High School Boys Basketball Tournament. Here's what's happening in AAA today. St. Thomas Academy plays Columbia Heights next. Later on today, number 2 seed Austin. We'll have it right here on KDHL, KDHLradio.com, and the KDHL app. Number 2 seed Austin against Sauk Rapids Rice. They were the runner-up last year to DeLaSalle. The Austin Packers were. Mankato East will play Delano in today's wrap-up game at 4 o'clock here at the barn. In 4A, Wayzata and Cretin-Derham Hall are playing right now. Then Gordy will have the coverage of Osseo versus Eden Prairie with a noon tap. Later today at 2 o'clock, Forest Lake meets defending champion Apple Valley, the 2 seed. And Lakeville North and Maple Grove is a 4 o'clock game. Power 96 with the play-by-play. Also today in AA, Jordan plays Minnehaha Academy, the defending champ, at 6 o'clock in downtown Minneapolis, followed by Esco and St. Cloud Cathedral. That'll be a KDHL broadcast here at the barn at 6. It's Breckenridge against Brooklyn Center, and Caledonia at a Section 1 playing Minnewaska area at 8 o'clock. The Class A tournament begins tomorrow. I'll fill you in more on that as we continue our broadcast, as we'll have those first couple of games tomorrow in the Class A quarterfinals. But with the players about to make their way back onto the floor, that'll wrap up on the halftime report. With quality materials and superb service, Pine Island Lumber wants to be your lumberyard. DeLaSalle, 6-time defending champions. They lead over Hermantown 46-28 at the half on the Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard, 46-28 DeLaSalle. Back with the second half in 90 seconds on KDHL.
Hi, this is Chris from Garlic's Water. Are you fed up with fighting rust stains and hard water problems at home? We have a system that can solve all your headaches. A Koenig water system. We have a wide range of Koenig water systems to fix any problem, big or small. Give me a call at 800-722-1282 or go online at garlicswater.com and let me show you what I can do to help. At Garlic's Water, your water has never been treated so well.
Garlic's Water.
Mering Auction Company in Kenyon is Minnesota's auction leader, specializing in agricultural auctions for farmland and machinery, residential real estate, antiques, and vintage collector items. Mering Auction Company was founded in 1980 and conducts auctions all over the upper Midwest. Nobody does it better. I mean nobody. Mering Auction brings their 3 decades plus of experience, knowledge, and market history to every auction they do. For more information or to check the auction calendar anytime, go to meringauction.com.
I learned at an early age that teamwork is essential in our everyday lives. Hi, Brian Elwer, store director at Cashwise Foods, Owatonna. From my early days in youth sports, right up to playing varsity basketball for the Austin Packers, being part of the team, regardless if it's sports, work, or even everyday life, brings us a sense of accomplishment. The team at Cashwise Foods, Owatonna would like to congratulate all participating teams in this year's boys state basketball tournament and wish them all the best of luck. Cashwise Foods is Owatonna's low price leader.
As the Skol chant wraps up here at halftime, we're ready to go with the second half. Not going with the starting lineups, but rather, and our second half lineups brought to you by Mering Auction Company in Kenyon. Nobody does farm or real estate auctions better. When you're thinking about having a farm or real estate auction, start by contacting meringauction.com. Kalsher has the basketball. He'll give that to Battle. Battle, basket good, drew the foul. Battle at 4 points in the first half. He wastes no time taking it to the hoop here to start the second half. So they actually have reset the scoreboard to indicate it is the starting lineup for DeLaSalle out there. Terry, Kalsher, Booker, Battle, and more. And the starting lineup indeed is out there as well for Hermantown, Sumas, Bish, Birkeland, and Bjorlund. The 4th foul of the game whistled on Connor Bish. Bad news for the Hawks. Free throw is good. That was a 3-point play for Battle. He's got 7 in the game. And on that Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard, log on to garlicswater.com and get a no-hassle, no-obligation quote or water analysis. 49-38, 21 points, the biggest lead of the game for DeLaSalle, who trailed out of the gate, but that was only early, 8-2. There's a steal. Kalsher then bounces it off of his knee out of bounds. Bish did take a seat on the bench with his foul. That brought in Kevin Bauman as a sub into the game. From subs to chicken and even pizza, they cater to at Cashwise Foods, Owatonna. Splitting through the defense, basket good for Sumas. That's Peter Sumas. He's a 12-point per game player. He's got 7 in the contest now. 49-30, though. DeLaSalle with the lead about a minute into the second half. Thinking about a long three was more. Thought different of it. Baseline move, reverse layup, up and in for Sage Booker. 51-30. DeLaSalle in front. On the right wing, it is Sumas. He hands it to Sumas, and it is picked out of his hands by Kalsher. Shovels it ahead. Basket good on the layup for Tyrell Terry. Running and gunning. This is a quick start to the second half. This would be a 7-2 run to start the second half for DeLaSalle. Stats presented by H&R Block, Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Basket, shot miss. Rebound is an offensive rebound for the Hawks. Fouled on his follow-up try is Kevin Bauman. Bauman will go to the free throw line where he was 1 of 2 in the first half. No computer program can possibly come up with every tax question. Contact H&R Block, Faribault. Lakeville. And Owatonna. Foul is on Raekwon Moore. His second free throw good for Bauman. Hawks facing an uphill battle here, though, against the highest scoring team, number 1 rated DeLaSalle. DeLaSalle, 4 losses. 3 of them have come to 4A teams. Cretin-Durham Hall and Eden Prairie, who are both here at state, and Hopkins, who is top 5 rated. So their 4 losses have come against very, very quality competition, and in fact have played a ton of ranked teams. I think they're 12-4 against ranked teams overall on the season. DeLaSalle building that tough schedule. Give and go. Pass back. Fouled on his way to the hoop was Battle. He'll go to the free throw line instead. Missed on the shot, but he'll go to the free throw line. Second foul is on Kevin Bauman. His second. And at the free throw line, first free throw misses is Battle. That's the first free throw miss for the Islanders. As a team, they made their first 5. Not a lot of free throws shot here in this game, at least up until this point. And the second shot is good for Battle. At the conclusion of the game, I'll tell you about the Taji Jewelry of Kenyon player or players of the game. Taji Jewelry with a number of Howard Miller grandfather clocks. And he'd like to get them out of his store. Swing on by soon. The variety in style is incredible. Taji Jewelry of Kenyon. They'll present the players of the game. Little battle for the basketball won by Bauman. Went off his hands and off DeLaSalle player's hands. Bauman puts it in. Diving for a loose ball is Bjorlund. We'll get a jump ball out of this, and the ball will belong to Hermantown. Hawks battling to keep this score respectable. Down right now by 21 points. And an inbound play for Hermantown into the hands of Peter Subis. Fans, DeLaSalle fans trying to engage the Hawk fans. DeLaSalle below me, the Hermantown fans on the far side of the arena. We're at the barn, Williams Arena at the University of Minnesota. Gordy Kosfeld in downtown Minneapolis will have the upcoming game. Oh, Bauman gets a rebound, offensive rebound as he's falling down and tosses it outside. It's intercepted by Dixon. Dixon then gives the ball to to Terry. Terry hits a runner from the right of the lane. 56-33. I was about to say Gordy will have that second game broadcast scheduled for a noon start. Eden Prairie and Osseo. Should be a battle in that 5-4 seeded 5-4 4A game. Air ball shot. Terry on the rebound. Sprints up the floor. Passes it ahead. Coming back for a bit of a foul. A bit of a hard foul was Bjorlund. Battle was hesitating just a bit to draw contact, and then he hit the floor fairly hard. Nothing over the top by the player for Hermantown by any means. It was just a foul that Battle hit the deck pretty hard. Big guy, 6'7" junior, drew a little bit of a groan from the crowd, but again, nothing over the top on the foul. And he goes to the free throw line for 2, got the first one. And the foul was on Bjorlund. It is his first for Hermantown. 57-33. DeLaSalle, 14:47 to go on the Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. And Battle is good on his next free throw. He is 5 out of 6, 4 out of 5 on free throws. Jamison Battle, 14 points per game. And Battle has 10 points in this game. DeLaSalle with plenty of scorers and a high-scoring team, 58-33 right now, still putting on pressure as the Hawks get the ball to the front court. Dribble used up by Berkland. And then the ball is back into his hands. Berkland in the right corner. He is being hassled and harassed by Dixon. No chance to take a shot from the baseline. Shoveled into the corner, open for a split second was Snyder, but he's not a shooter. He gets the ball to Kuza. And Kuza gets his first basket of the ball game. 14-14 to go in the second half. 58-35, DeLaSalle with the lead. DeLaSalle doesn't really show any interest in milking the clock, although they will take some time for a good shot. Oh, and the ball is jabbed free out of the hands of Kalsher. It remains DeLaSalle ball. No milking the clock today, but the Goodhue County ADA says take the dairy free of day for a me pledge. And 3 servings of milk, cheese, or yogurt Get that in your diet and power your day with protein. Always love to put some real cream into my coffee in the morning. Get that dairy going. There's a shot, misses by Lamine. Rebound, defensive rebound for Hermantown. They take the ball into the front court, down by 23 points to DeLaSalle. Inside, left hand of the basket. That gets a friendly roll for Birkland. So Birkland at 7 points, I believe that puts him over 1,000 for his career now. There's a shot that's offline. Offensive rebound, Islanders pull up from 18 feet away. Got a nice roll. Gabe Kalsher, a future Golden Gopher, had 13 points in the first half, has 15 now, averages 22 a game, but has been on quite a tear in the playoffs of more like 30 points per game over the last half dozen games or so, at 38 in the section championship game. Hermantown Hawks trailing 60-37. There's a shot, no shot, and the indication is a foul on DeLaSalle before the shot taken by Sumas. This will be Hermantown basketball. Coming into the game right now is Julian Wright. He will enter the game. Sub into the game, no substitute for what you'll find at Cashwise Foods in Owatonna. And remember, they have the Easter Taste of Easter this Friday and Saturday. Cashwise Foods Owatonna. Happy to have them on board. State tournament basketball coverage here on KDHL. For that matter, happy to be a part of the broadcast once again. Big thanks to Gordy Kosfeld and the folks in the Faribault office. I'm usually working out of the Owatonna office, but John Anderson back at the KDHL studios. Look forward to bringing you a couple of games a day here from the state tournament. 70th year covering the state boys basketball tournament for KDHL. Gordy has been a part of that for a large percentage of that time. Here's a shot, fouled, and a free throw. A couple of free throws coming up for the Hawks. Under 13 minutes to go in the second half. All DeLaSalle here, 60-37. Hermantown came out inspired, though, and had the lead out of the gate and stuck with the Islanders for a little bit. And at the free throw line is Sumas. No arc on his shot. It's a little short as well. Timeout is taken by DeLaSalle. So a timeout taken by the Islanders with a timeout on the floor and 12:54 to go in the second half. Islanders lead 60-37. Let's pause for 30 seconds on KDHL.
Water is the essential for all life. Water Systems Company Cannon Valley Water serves southern Minnesota, northern Iowa, and western Wisconsin with the best water. Your choice of Candy Ojai purified water or Chippewa 100% spring water. Hot and cold coolers also available. Salt delivery provided for businesses or homes. The hot tap is awesome for hot chocolate teas or soups. Phone toll-free 888-452-0355. Dundas office is 645-8295.
Peter Sumas is at the free throw line. Pretty good free throw shooter, 57 of 77. And good on that. So it's 60-38. 60-38 after the free throw. DeLaSalle with the basketball, 12.5 minutes to go in this quarterfinal game. Winner plays tomorrow. The loser plays the consolation round. Hard move to the basket. It's good. Malik Lamine with his third field goal of the game. And he's a pretty big boy, 6'8". Got some muscle on him as well. Foul on Hermantown. And that is the first whistled against Dalton Everett, a sophomore forward. And Lamine will attempt his first free throw and try and finish off a three-point play. 62-38, DeLaSalle on the Garlics Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. Shot short, offensive rebound, Islanders. Free throw line extended, left side Booker. They work it out top. Clock goes below 12.5 to go. First-year head coach Travis Bledsoe standing, watching as Booker gets the reverse layup. 64-38, DeLaSalle, 12-12 to go in the second half. Driving in, right side is Bauman. His shot doesn't go, but he did draw a foul, I believe, on Kalsher, which would be the second on Gabe Kalsher, if that's how this one goes. His second. DeLaSalle, 23 times at the state tournament since they joined the high school league in 1975. Shot good for Bauman. Has one more coming. And they've won 11 state championships over that time. But if you count the time that they were a member of the Catholic school and then independent school state tournaments dating back all the way to the 20s, there's another dozen state championships in there. So free throws are taken. It is now 64-39 DeLaSalle. We go under 12 minutes to play in the second half. Jump stop move. Terry lost the basketball but tipped out of bounds. Last touched by the Hawks. Inbound play for the Islanders. KDHL, Faribault, Minnesota. AM 920, KDHL, KDHLradio.com, and of course the KDHL app. Hey, there's a pass almost stolen by Bauman. He almost snuck through and got that entry pass down low. Raekwon Moore, the easy knock off the window. 66-39, DeLaSalle up on the Hermantown Hawks. For the Hawks, only their second ever state tournament appearance. And Birkland, who I mentioned may have just hit 1,000 points in his career, or surpassed that with his last basket. He was a part of the 2015 team that was here at state, but only the second time at state. Foul whistled on Lamine, it looks like. His first. 5th team foul on DeLaSalle. They beat Austin for the title last season. They could be in line for a rematch with the Packers. One step at a time, of course. Islanders in great shape here. Austin will play Sauk Rapids Rice. I'll have that for you on KDHL. Flying in from the left wing on a drive is Bauman for the basket. 66-41, 11 remaining. Second half. DeLaSalle get it inside. Scooped up wide by Lamine. Rebounded and taken the other way by Kuza. And then a little out of control on the pass. Lost out of bounds and into the DeLaSalle band. We're here at the barn, Williams Arena. Gordy Kosfeld getting set up for that 4A game between Osseo and Eden Prairie. For a noontime start from Target Center in the 4A quarterfinals. And then, as I said before, the Austin Sauk Rapids Rice game back here on KDHL. Or I'll be back from Williams Arena. Hooked over to an open player on the left wing, thought about it. Dixon passed on it, then took the shot, missed it. Great aggressive offensive rebound. Miss on the shot by Moore. And then on that second defensive rebound opportunity, Bish gets the ball. Connor Bish out there with 4 fouls, but Hermantown has nothing to lose at this point, down by 25 points. Get their best players out there. A long three, around and off, rebounded by Booker and the Islanders. He races ahead, passes it on the right wing. To give to Lamine. Lamine draws contact. No basket. Lamine called on the travel. Our statistics are a service of H&R Block, Faribault, Lakeville, and Owatonna. And Hermantown, they have certainly shied away from taking the three since getting behind by a number of points. 10 3-point attempts in the game. But this is a team that averages 10 3-pointers made per game. Hermantown came into the state tournament with 231 made 3-pointers, shooting about 40%. Well, they're shooting 40% today as well on threes, with just 4 out of 11. Going for a steal and creating a collision is Raekwon Moore. Moore will get called on the foul. That'll be the 6th on DeLaSalle. So DeLaSalle certainly making life tough for Hermantown. Any chance at even getting open looks from 3-point range isn't there with DeLaSalle's smothering defense. DeLaSalle averages about 20 points more per game than they give up. And Hermantown, interestingly enough, scores 69 and gives up 70 a game. And for a team that's below 500 on the season at 14-15, I guess that stat wouldn't be too surprising. Hermantown on a 6-game winning streak, but they actually have a below 500 record playing here at state at 14-15. DeLaSalle 24-4. 9:45 to go. Islanders up 66-41 on the Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. There's a runner, high off glass. That's good for Bauman. Bauman's got some scoring rolling here. He's up to 9 points in the game. And a quick basket by the open to Gabe Kalsher. It's awfully easy for him, being left open backdoor, banks that up and in. 68-43 DeLaSalle, 9:20 to go. And stay tuned for that brief post-game wrap-up. There's a three-point try short. Offensive rebound, three-pointer again, up and good. That time for Subas. And a timeout is taken by Hermantown. Timeout by the Hawks. And with that, we'll take a 30-second timeout as well. 68-46. 68-46 DeLaSalle. Back in 30 seconds to AAA quarterfinal basketball in 30 seconds on KDHL.
Make it personal. Make it Taji Jewelry.
Awards by Taji and Kenyon can assist you in recognizing someone with plaques or trophies in a variety of styles and price ranges. Say thanks to a dedicated employee. Reward a son or daughter's accomplishments. Whatever the occasion, Taji Jewelry in Kenyon has the experience to assist in choosing the appropriate award. Teams throughout the area have used Awards by Taji because they know the service is unmatched and the price is right.
Class A tournament gets underway tomorrow here at Williams Arena, and I'll have back-to-back games to start the day. Wait a second. Got to double-check my schedule here. I guess it's 1 o'clock. It is back-to-back, but it's not the first game of the day. It'll be the second game, Hinckley-Finlayson versus Russell Tyler Ruthven, followed by Northwoods and Heritage Christian Academy. 11 o'clock is actually when the tournament begins tomorrow. We'll have the 1 o'clock and 3 o'clock games on KDHL AM 920, bypassing that number 1 seed Mayor Lutheran game against Jordan. Kalsher shot short, got his own rebound, and then it ping-pongs off of his hands and taken away by Sumas. Sumas charges up the lane, fadeaway shot on the baseline, missed, rebounded by Battle. 8.5 minutes to go in this one. 68-46, DeLaSalle's lead, 22. Three-pointer is up and off by the Islanders and rebounded in the corner by Battle. Islanders, they got a good look. They took the shot. They go inside, and Battle draws contact. And he's going to go to the free throw line. Jamison Battle's been spending an awful lot of time at the charity stripe here in this second half. He'll be attempting his 6th and 7th free throws. And the foul is whistled on Bauman. It looks like his 3rd. A couple of subs getting set to come in, I think, for Hermantown. A couple of guys are up on the raised floor here at Williams Arena, getting ready to check in. The lefty, Battle, is about to shoot a free throw, and it bubbles out. Subs now coming in for the Hawks. No substitute for the quality you'll find at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. You get a lot more than just a sub, although you can get a sub at the deli at Cashwise Foods Owatonna. Second free throw coming from Battle. That one's off. Score remains 68-46. Thanks to Mehring Auction Company of Kenyon, presenting the starting lineup. MehringAuction.com. Ball handed off for, thought about a 3 in the case of Everett, but not really one of their three-point shooters. Ball turned over to Tyrell Terry. 2-on-1. Terry takes it all the way for a flush. 70-46 DeLaSalle, 7:40 remaining. Go low post. Swing it over to Birkland. Birkland, hook shot missed. Baseball pass ahead, 2-on-1. Kalsher, layup. Finger roll for Gabe Kalsher. 72-46. Garlick's Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. A water filtration system from Garlick's can help with problem water. Get the detail. Garlick'sWater.com. 72-46. DeLaSalle in pursuit of an unprecedented 7th straight title. Nice job, a release by Sumas, and then a lead pass to him underneath the hoop. Got himself open, banked it in. 72-48. DeLaSalle, baseline move by Kalsher. And at this point, it's like an all-star game. A lot of open looks. 74-48. DeLaSalle. Still 6:45 remaining in this one. Hermantown with the ball. This is Bish. Hooks it outside, going for the steal and missing, leaving opening a three-point shot. That misses off the hands of Sumas. Rebounded by the Islanders, and Terry will waste no time launching a three. It's short. Kalsher had the rebound, rolls through his legs, picked up by Sumas of the Hawks. 6.5 remaining, second half. 72-48, DeLaSalle. And a charge is whistled against Bish, and that'll end his afternoon before the afternoon even begins. And Connor Bish fouls out of the game. Ended up with 8 points in the contest. Fouls out with 6, 19 to go. He had 3 of his fouls in the first half. No milking of the clock yet by either team. Both teams just letting the shots fly when they have an open look. Goodhue County ADA reminds you to unleash dairy's potential with the power of protein. Goodhue County ADA. Booker has the ball on the left side, passes it to Dixon. Now both teams have been very free with substitutes. Here's Battle from the left corner off the heel of the rim, rebounded by Sumas of the Hawks. Hermantown on the run, might be a little 3-on-2. There's a wild shot and an equally wild rebound attempt on the offensive side by Bauman. Instead, it's running the other way for DeLaSalle, and run and gun continues. Bank shot good for Dixon. Christian Dixon's first points of the second half. He has 7, averages 9 a game. 76-48. DeLaSalle with 5:40 to go over the Hermantown Hawks. Pass taken away. Here's a 2-on-1. Pass back, and bank shot up and in. Dixon. 78-48. 5.5 remaining in this one as Kuza dribbles into the front court. They go for a pass at the low post to Birkeland, but he has no shot with Dixon in his face. Back to Birkeland, draws a double team, and he'll pass it out to Sumas. Three-pointer comes from the right wing. That's off the front of the rim. Quick release by Raekwon Moore. A dunk. Kind of a mix of a few dunks here and there and just some layups. Timeout taken by Hermantown. It's 80-48 DeLaSalle. We still have 5 minutes to go in this one, and a timeout on the floor. On the Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard, 80-48, Minneapolis DeLaSalle over Hermantown Hawks. And 4:58 to go in the second half. More basketball in 30 seconds on AM 920 KDHL.
Pine Island Lumber knows the hard work it takes to compete in high school athletics. They can also relate to projects you may need to get completed around your home or farm. That's why the full-service lumber yard provides only quality building materials like Marvin Windows and Doors, a Minnesota company you can trust. Marvin Windows and Doors are made to order one at a time to your exact specifications. Marvin has high-performance, energy-efficient products. Pine Island Lumber is also known for their personal service, with delivery and drafting and design services to assist in making your project click every step of the way. Make Pine Island Lumber your lumber yard.
4:58 to go. Hermantown's Hawk cheerleaders come out. Nice little backflip by one of those young ladies. The cheerleaders for DeLaSalle are in front of the student section. Both bands are here. Both cheering sections are here. The teams for the next game are here as well. That next game, I'll be watching that, reporting back to you on it. St. Thomas Academy and Columbia Heights. After this game wraps up with our post-game report and the Taji Jewelry of Kenyon player or players of the game, we'll be sending you back to the KDHL studios and then shortly to downtown Minneapolis for Osseo Eden Prairie in a 4A quarterfinal. And Gordy will tell you how Creighton-Durham Hall did in its opener as the top seed. Runner good for Kuza. 80-50. 80-50, 4.5 to go on the Garlic's Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. 80-50, DeLaSalle. Dixon gives it off, and there was a travel call before the dribble by Brady Thompson. I think everyone applauded Thompson, who doesn't get a lot of minutes and a lot of point opportunities. The senior scored, but it doesn't count. I'll be darned. Senior gets a chance to score a basket here on the raised floor, the historic floor, legendary building, and it doesn't count due to a travel. Turnover by DeLaSalle. DeLaSalle shooting 63%, Hermantown 49%. Driving, floating, shooting, didn't get the roll or the bounce that time by Thomas. It's rebounded by Cameron Givens, junior off the bench. Now to Irvin. Irvin inside, shot good. This one counts for Brady Thompson. That draws a very excited reaction from the DeLaSalle fans as some of the subs are in the game. And from subs to chicken and even pizza, You'll find it all at Cash-Wise Foods, Owatonna. I think it was Kevin Thomas on that basket. Nope, let's make it Sumas on the basket. Sumas on the basket. Peter Sumas for Hermantown, 82-52. Cash-Wise Foods, Owatonna. They've got that Taste of Easter coming up on Friday and Saturday. That's going to be fantastic. Sample a lot of the different offerings at Cash-Wise Foods in Owatonna. Subs sponsorship here during state tournament basketball. And some new players have checked into the game. Cameron Gibbons is out there. I mentioned his name. Krishawn Greer, a 5'11 junior for DeLaSalle, is on the floor. Got Corey Snyder for Hermantown with 3:20 to go in the game. Hands the ball off to Bauman. Bauman drives in right side cutoff. He kind of curls around and our floater through the lane. He got bumped. He hit the floor, but he put the basket up and in. 14 points. Or 9 points, I guess, for Bauman. There it is, 11. I thought he had more than that. 11 points. They just posted it on the scoreboard. Shot for DeLaSalle misses. Defensive rebound for Birkeland, and he's into the front court with under 3 minutes to play. DeLaSalle 82-54 over Hermantown. That'll move DeLaSalle into tomorrow's semifinals, hoping for a chance to seven-peat as they've won 6 consecutive state championships. Ball turned over by the Hawks. And now into the game is Ben Jackson. Also up and in is Samaj Hart. So Coach Travis Bledsoe, first-year head coach, an 05 grad of DeLaSalle, taking over for longtime coach Dave Thorson, able to get everyone in off the bench. And Coach Finsky is also substituted freely. He's decked out in the three-piece suit and the bow tie. The jacket came off in the first half. He's got the sleeves rolled up a little bit here as well. Bow tie remains firmly in place, though, on Coach Andy Finsky, second-year coach. A graduate of Marshall, Minnesota, found his way up to Hermantown, though. Second-year head coach. There's an offensive rebound on the Islanders on a missed shot. Worked in on the right side by Irvin, and then in the lane, Brady Thompson missed that shot, taken down by the Hawks. 2:15 to go in the game. Bauman at the other end. The runner missed, and then he goes running off the floor. He did get fouled, though, so he'll get 2 free throws. 2 free throws coming up with 2:15 to go in the game. Then a short wrap-up on things. No milking of the clock. I tell you what, the reserves want to score. Goodhue County ADA reminds you to unleash dairy's potential with the power of protein. Get your 3 a day, cheese, yogurt, milk, what have you. Power your day with protein. But as I was starting to say, the Taji Jewelry player or players of the game will be coming up in our post-game. A brief post-game wrap-up. Tyrell Terry, Gabe Kalsher, Sage Booker, Battle Moore. Those 5 starters have all scored a very nice balance of points. And the free throws are good for Bauman. 82-55, 2:10 to go. From the right side, a 3 for Samaja Hart. Can't blame the reserves for wanting to score. 85-55. DeLaSalle, defending champs 6 times over. Driving from the left side, turning back is Bjorlund. Gives the ball off. Three-pointer misses. Running the other way. A little bit of a wild attempt at a layup that missed for DeLaSalle. Rebound out. Glenn, his pass to the left side is banked up and in by Peter Sumas. Again, no milking of the clock, just running up and down the floor. These teams are just going to keep scoring points for the next 90 seconds. 85-57. That outlet pass, or I should say outside pass to Thompson, tipped away by Sumas, but Thompson got it back now driving in. Getting fouled on his move to the basket was Jackson, and Jackson for the Islanders will go to the free throw line. And the foul is whistled on Bauman, his 4th. Jackson will get 2 free throws. Shot short. Got those odd dimensions here and the backdrop behind those baskets. Make things kind of tough for the guys at times. 3-point shooting, free throw shooting, all those different dimensions and different backgrounds here at Williams Arena. Second free throw is good for Ben Jackson, just adding to the number of players who have scored in this game. And a ball that's held on to just barely by Sumas. And there was a whistle and a foul. Whistle and a foul on DeLaSalle. And for DeLaSalle, it is Cameron Gibbons. That's his first, the junior in the game. We are up to the bonus, though, so this should be a 1-and-1 chance for Sumas. Peter Sumas, 1-and-1. 86-57 on the Garlics Water Conditioning and Faribault scoreboard. Shot missed, and this is Jalen Travis, a 6'6" junior, in off the bench for DeLaSalle. He rebounded it, and then taking it is Gibbons. Left-hand layup good. 88-57, under a minute to go in the second half. They work it around top of the key. Now left side for Bjorlund. Bjorlund gives the ball to Thomas. Still aggressive defense by DeLaSalle. They stay man. Here's a three-pointer from the right wing. That's good for Sumas. Peter Sumas. He's got about 45 three-pointers on the season. There's a pass deflected, stolen away by Everett and the Hawks. 30 seconds to go. It's 88-60. Backdoor player open, caught it, banked it in. Is Thomas, and Thomas got fouled, so he's going to go to the free throw line with 26 seconds to go. 88-62. The Hawks will have certainly gotten their money's worth playing DeLaSalle here at the barn in this quarterfinal game. They knew coming in that they were the heavy underdog. Had an 8-2 lead a minute into the game, and that was all in good, but DeLaSalle, they pulled ahead and just kept the pedal to the metal. And DeLaSalle will work into the semifinals, while Hermantown will make their way to Concordia St. Paul for a consolation game. Free throw good. And that three-point play completed by Thomas. Another sub into the game. This Mesidol checking into the game for Hermantown. Our sub sponsor, where you can sure get a sub at the deli, but chicken and even pizza, plus they cater. Check out the details at Cashwise Foods of Owatonna. With the basketball is Jackson. 15 seconds to go. Here's a three. It's off the rim. Oh, offensive rebound. And then the basket put back on a second try by Travis. Flying through the air was Jackson trying to get that quick offensive putback. And then a long baseball pass ahead looking for Mesidol, trying to get him a chance to score a point. 2.7 to go. DeLaSalle 90-63 on the Garlics Water Conditioning of Faribault scoreboard. 2.7 seconds to go, and that's going to do it. Your final score in this opening game of our 70th year of covering the State Boys Basketball Tournament on KDHL Radio in Faribault is 90-63. DeLaSalle with the victory over Hermantown. And that is the final score. But stay tuned, as I'll have the Taji Jewelry player or players of the game right after this 30-second timeout.
Take that Dairy 3 for Me pledge. Did you know that dairy products you've always loved are packed with nutrition? By participating in a Dairy 3 for Me pledge, you are committing to getting the 3 recommended servings of dairy by enjoying some of your favorite items like milk, cheese, and yogurt every day. Milk provides 9 essential nutrients, including calcium, potassium, phosphorus, protein, vitamins A, D, B12, riboflavin, and niacin. Milk is affordable. An 8-ounce glass of milk is only about 25 cents. This message was brought to you by the Goodhue County ADA.
Well, the final score today in this opening game of the tournament is 90-63. Hermantown Hawks gather one final time inside the barn on the large M at midcourt in order to celebrate the fact they made it to the state tournament. They came in here with a 14-15 record, but end up playing in the state tournament and make it all the way to the Twin Cities, and now they'll compete in the consolation bracket. Thanks to Garlics Water Conditioning of Faribault. Water filtration system from Garlics can help with problem water. Get the details at garlicswater.com. Our lineups are brought to you by Mering Auction Company in Kenya. Nobody does farmer real estate auctions better. MeringAuction.com. Pine Island Lumber presented our halftime report. Our statistics, and I'll run through a couple of scoring stats, a couple of stats for you here in a moment. H&R Block, Lakeville, Owatonna, and Faribault. Get your maximum refund guaranteed. Our thanks to Cashwise Foods with the subs of the game. Cashwise in Owatonna, home of Taste of Easter this Friday and Saturday. Goodhue County American Dairy Association says get your 3 a day of milk. You know these players did because there was no resting, there was no milking the clock, there was no rest. They played hard right to the end, just scoring points. Don't need a shot clock with these two teams, apparently. 3 servings a day, milk, cheese, yogurt, diet, power your day with protein. And the Taji Jewelry player or players of the game, Taji Jewelry in Kenyon, a terrific selection of diamonds just waiting for a home. You don't want just any diamond, you want a Taji Jewelry diamond. And as far as looking at some of the statistical notes here and the player or players of the game, you've got Gabe Kalsher, who scored 21 points and had, I think, 6 assists. So Gabe Kalsher, let me find him on my notes here. 6 assists. That's a tough one. 6 rebounds, 21 points to lead the way. Averages 22 points a game. He'd been on a 30-point stretch here in recent games. Good nomination for a player of the game. Tyrell Terry ended up with 14 points in the game. 10 points apiece for Battle as well as Booker. But, a couple of seniors got into the game today. Jackson and Thompson, they each scored points here at Williams Arena. How about Christian Dixon? Christian Dixon hit his average with 9 points. So I suppose a number of those players can be all your honorable mention sort of selections with their contributions, and fun to see the seniors get on the floor. But Gabe Kalsher with 21 points in the game. He ended up with several steals and 6 assists. That's a pretty amazing number. So your Taji Jewelry player of the game is going to be Gabe Kalsher, with honorable mention to those other seniors that contributed, especially those guys off the bench. They get the chance to get out there and play hard, launch a couple of shots, even when the score is very much well in hand. They want to play, so they get out there and get the chance to play, score some points. 90-63, DeLaSalle beats Hermantown. So I just gave you some of the top scorers for DeLaSalle. 10 each for Booker and Battle, 8 points for Raycon Moore, and then 9 points for Dixon as well. Had some nice figures. 15 points for Peter Sumas, 14 points for Noah Sumas, and 12 points for Bauman. 7 points for Birkland, and I believe, if my numbers are correct, that 7 would put him up over... I take that back. He was not... I thought he was 6 points shy of 1,000. He's a little further back than that, so my mistake on that. But he is closing in on 1,000. He would need a couple of big games in order for that to happen. So a correction on that. Still, he is a top-notch player. Birkland, a senior for Hermantown. He was part of the 2015 team that was here at State. So that would have been as a freshman. Now as a senior, closing in on 1,000. Not quite there yet. But 7 points in this game here this afternoon. Connor Bish, who fouled out of the games, had 8 points. 59% shooting for DeLaSalle, 39 out of 66. Hermantown shot 53%. Tough to have a game where you shoot 53% and you're not in it at all in the second half, but such is the case when Hermantown is the team on the other bench. They were 25 of 47. 6 for 17 on three-pointers for 35% for Hermantown. 3 for 12 for DeLaSalle. That was 25%. Hermantown 7 for 13 was all on free throws. DeLaSalle was 9 of 14. Rebounding 32 to 23 rather, in favor of DeLaSalle. 20 turnovers by Hermantown, and that's really what did them in, as they end up with all those turnovers. 20 turnovers, and DeLaSalle had 20 more shots in the game. DeLaSalle did commit 8 turnovers themselves. So Hermantown, a great run, make it to State. Nice start to the game, up 8-2 early, but all DeLaSalle here in this opening game of the 3A boys basketball tournament from State. Thanks to H&R Block, Faribault, Owatonna, and Lakeville presenting those stats of the game. Gusty Basketball and Leadership Camp St. Peter, Garlick's Water Conditioning of Faribault, Matt Maring Auction Service of Kenyon, Cashwise Foods Owatonna, Cannon Valley Water, part of Water Systems of Minnesota, Taji Jewelry of Kenyon, Pine Island Lumber, and Goodhue County American Dairy Association. I'll send it back to the KDHL studios in Faribault, but Gordy Kosfeld will be with you shortly from Target Center for the second quarterfinal game in Class 4A boys basketball as the tournament is underway. A 70th year of bringing you the State High School boys basketball tournament on KDHL. This is Roy Koenig saying good morning from Williams Arena, the barn, where 6-time defending 3A champion DeLaSalle has won their opener, beating Hermantown